Hello ladies and gentlemen, here is your boy BossKing with another day. And today is the end of Guardian Games, Bounty Sim. And for end of Bounty Sim, Season 14 came out of this recording on May 11th when it came out. So I completed the little beginning mission before I could get to the tower. Going to the tower. So, yeah, that's background for the new step quest and shit you can do for the story of seeing baby fallen boys. And back to the bounty sim. So, apparently, I think it's going to do the same thing. The winners of bounty sim get a little trophy or whatever. So, if my boys, the master race of Destiny 2, the Titans, hashtag Titan Gang Gang, you know, if I don't see Titans got the win for Bounty Sims, Guardian Games, damn, it's pretty hard. If I see the Hunters win, get real close. I want to tell you a secret. It was rigged at the beginning. Just like the homie says on Fallout New Vegas, the game was rigged at the beginning for your boy Hunters.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
So, yeah. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to put right now some clips of people that got, one clip is, this person got a message from, Blue Dad, Titan Master Race Commander, got a message that pretty much said the Titans lost and the Hunters won, got the gold, pretty much that. And the other clip gonna put in is how Hunters had at least 3 advantage over everyone. So yeah, and here's the clips of that. Boom.
The Guardian Games might in fact actually be fully rigged. No meme here, no joke here. This cutscene was actually found by someone and uploaded to YouTube, and it says right here, the Guardian Games from Zavala. Zavala gazes toward the podium as you approach. The Guardian Games were hard fought, but ultimately the Hunters took the gold with bow and blade. He shakes his head, unable to hide a small smile. I may have been pulling for the Titans to bring us a victory, but when their backs are to the wall, count on Hunters to find a way every time. We all grow stronger together. Zavala adjusts his spalders. Next year my Titans will just have to grow a little more quickly. How is this already in the game? And yeah, it might have been just a complete accident that this happened, but how is this in the game, okay? How did this slip up when the Hunters are winning by so much? They've already won so many days. If you look at the leaderboards here, they have won 7 out of the 24 days. It looks like the Hunters will probably win the Guardian Games this year. And if you Hunters do win, just know that you won entirely because Bungie rigged it. Everyone knows the Titans are the best, okay? And to the Warlocks out there, you knew you never stood a chance in the first place. I'm not entirely sure if this means the Guardian Games is rigged for the Hunters to win. Only time will tell. We'll see how it all ends. Obviously, there's this awkward 10% boost you get from being in 3rd place, and that is a permanent boost that lasts throughout the entirety of the event. So I imagine the banners, like they are right now, they're going to get closer and closer and closer. We might see some lead shifts overall, but if at the very end the Hunters win, we all know for sure that it was rigged because of that leaked cutscene. And I will not accept a Hunter victory from Guardian Games 2021. Titans, back-to-back Guardian Games champions, #1 class.
Today we are talking about Bounty Sim 2021, as outlined in the most recent weekly update. Now, of course, I could go on and on and on and on about how miserable last year's Bounty Sim was. And, I mean, Guardian Games, and I'll inevitably delve somewhat into that as we talk about the individual points of this year's Guardian Games. I mean Bounty Sim, I mean Guardian Games. But it doesn't matter how good or bad Guardian Games is. The only thing that matters, ladies and gents, boys and girls, Guardians of all ages, is that hunters lose. Last year, we received a lot of feedback on how the overall scoring worked. You could read through this post for a refresher, but the TLDR was, we had class-specific scoring weighing to account for the differences in class population. We did this to make sure that hunters didn't have a huge advantage because of, well, how many hunters there are. This year, we won't be doing any individual weighing on the scoring. Everyone's points will count the same. At the start, scoring is always going to be somewhat of an issue when it comes to something like Guardian Games or even faction rallies, as factions like Dead Orbit or classes like Hunters will always be overrepresented in the population, meaning Bungie will always have to figure out a way to balance the scales, because if they don't, well, why would you bother playing? Just hand the award to Hunters day one because they outnumber the other classes 5-1. Easy. But back to the article. Medals have the following values: bronze 1 point, silver 2 points, gold 5 points, platinum 15 points. We still have to account for different class populations, so this year, the class that comes in 3rd place each day gets a permanent 10% boost to scoring going forward. We tested this new scoring system using last year's data and a few other data sets, and it seems to provide a more competitive Guardian Games where we see different classes winning throughout the event. Hunters will likely win early on because of their population advantage, but as the bonuses kick in, the competition should tighten up quickly. I wonder what that data actually looks like. I'm not saying it sounds off, I just want to know what the threshold is where Hunter players and, say, Warlock players are represented equally as far as population's concerned. Because, as we'll get into it in a moment, Warlocks are actually kind of fucked. New Guardian Games playlist. Another new addition to this year's event is the Guardian Games Strike playlist. This is like the standard Vanguard Strike playlist, but will group players together by class. This feeds into the laurel collecting mechanic, where players have a chance at bonus laurels when they pick up laurels generated by players of the same class. So, remember like 2.5 seconds ago when I said Warlocks were fucked? So you might remember my earlier comment about faction rallies, as matchmaking based on class or factions during this sort of event is something that people have been asking for since day one. That said, in both scenarios you run into the same issue, namely player population. Is there enough Warlock players, for example, on each platform, that wait times won't be ridiculous? This would actually be a larger issue for faction rallies if Bungie ever tried to use this system there, as faction population depends on loot, weapons, shaders, ornaments, etc. So hypothetically speaking, if Future War Cult doesn't have great loot, sure, you might have some people that still join them because, narratively speaking, Future War Cult just speaks to them as an individual. But how many people is that actually going to be? Now superimpose that same example to classes. That's something that I'd really like to see the data on, like what was the average wait time per class, because that is really going to affect the outcome of Guardian Games as well. Let's say, for example, if a group of hunters, it's called a coward by the way, can run a strike in 5 minutes and match in and out of lobbies quick, fast, and in a hurry because, well, the world is their oyster and there's more hunter players than anything else, they'll be able to run significantly more strikes in one day than a class that might have to wait a minute or 5 between strikes. But moving forward, modifiers. The new playlist will have gameplay modifiers added based on the previous day's classes' standings. Classes will get beneficial modifiers tied to gold, silver, and bronze placement. Gold. Health, shields, and recovery are increased. Kinetic weapons deal more damage. Silver. Melee abilities recharge faster. Elemental damage increased from Guardian sources. More heavy ammo available. Bronze. Grenade abilities deal more damage and recharge much faster. Elemental damage increased from Guardian sources. That sounds cool, and it is. Don't get me wrong, getting bonuses for how you placed that help you the next day is a cool reward. But I can also see the snowballing. Like, let me get this right. Let me make sure I understand what's going on here. We're going to have classes that have disproportionate matchmaking wait times based on player population. And now we're going to make it easier for classes that are already winning to run strikes even faster. Really? Like, don't get me wrong, this would be really cool if it was just these modifiers, both the positive and the negatives that we'll talk about in a moment. But when you add the thematic grouping to matchmaking, you run into an issue. In fact, these modifiers are probably why we have the thematic grouped matchmaking to begin with. We already know the game has issues when too many modifiers or perks are active at the same time, so accounting for 3 different tiers of player perks and modifications at the same time might have been an issue. More so when you take into account that there's also going to be negative modifiers. So credit where credit is due when it comes to trying something interesting, but again, I wonder how actually balanced this is going to be. But moving on to the negative modifiers. There are also negative modifiers added to the playlist to make things a little more challenging for the leaders. The gold class gets 2 modifiers, the silver class gets 1. These modifiers are themed around the classes that finish lower on the podium. Bronze, Titan. Combatant melee attacks deal more damage. Bronze, Warlock. Incoming damage increased while airborne. Bronze, Hunter. Radar is disabled. Silver Titan. Combatant melee attacks deal significantly more damage. Silver Warlock. Incoming damage significantly increased while airborne. Silver Hunter. Radar is disabled and combatants don't flinch when damaged. Thematically, we're going for an experience where the Guardian Game Strike playlist is the venue for players hoping to jockey their class's podium placement, as it will likely be one of the most efficient ways to earn laurels. Again, I have to ask how efficient. Maybe it won't be an issue, maybe I'm overthinking this, but logic dictates when you have a larger player pool, you have shorter matchmaking times. And gasp, shock, horror, lightning crackle, lightning crackle, lightning crackle, when you have a smaller player pool, you have longer waiting times. So for example, if you have a team of hunters that can do strikes in 5 minutes, they can do 11 to 12 strikes an hour. If a warlock has to wait 5 minutes between strikes on average for the sake of argument, because that's an easy number to deal with, then they can only do half of what a hunter can do in an hour. That's not really all that efficient. Now, will it be that bad? Probably not. But you get the point, it does add up. Metal case. You will receive a metal case from Eva to store your hardware until you're ready to visit the podium in the tower to bank them for your team. Once you have the maximum medals for a certain type in your case, make sure you go and turn them in, as any more earned for that type will be lost. Turning in medals will give you a chance to receive an event package depending on the medal type. AKA, once you've completed your bounties, turn in your bounties so you can go get more bounties to do more bounties while you're doing bounties with your bounties for your bounties. Because, yo dog, I heard the Destiny player community loves bounties for their bounties with their bounties while they're doing bounties in their bounties. Contender card. This year we're introducing a new way to earn points for your team called contender cards. You'll be able to pick these up from Ava in exchange for laurels, and you can have 1 active at any given time. Completing objectives in Strikes, Crucible, and Gambit will grant you gold medals upon completion. There's also a special Platinum contender card that will focus on completing objectives in Nightfalls, Survival, and Trials. Completing a Platinum card will earn you All-Star status as a special reward for the next Platinum ceremony. Make sure you complete your Platinum calendar card before the daily reset on Friday if you want to lock in your All-Star status for the weekend. If I didn't know any better, I'd say it sounds a lot like Hunters are being set up for an easy W. Hunters are, after all, the most played PvP class. I mean, they're the most played class in the game, but definitely in PvP. And we have 3 objectives for PvP. Really? On top of a strike playlist that will have disproportionate matchmaking times based on class. Which is exactly why it's going to be even funnier when Titans win again. Podium ceremony. Every weekend, there will be a special ceremony where you will be able to show off a glow from your class item, depending on your class's standing that week. 3rd place receives a bronze glow, 2nd place receives a silver glow, 1st place receives a gold glow, all-stars receive a platinum glow. We will be throwing a special final weekend closing ceremony in the tower that will be live from May 7th to May 11th to celebrate the winning class. Cool, if that's your thing. I don't care. I'm sorry, I don't. All in all, Guardian Games sounds like it's going to, at the very least, be an improvement conceptually from last year. Only time will tell if that's actually true, but hey, details. I do think, however, Bungie has unintentionally screwed Warlock players. Class-based matchmaking sounds great on paper, when the player population of each class is relatively close. But it's not. Now, whether or not this is as big of a deal as it sounds conceptually remains to be seen. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see Warlocks switching to other classes for Guardian games much like they did last year, just so they can participate in the event. I hope that really doesn't have to be the case, and I hope that there are bounties and other objectives that will help split the difference. That said, Warlocks, when you're switching classes, just remember to have your Caress of the Falling Star ready. I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
So, as you see, the shit was, rigged for, motherfucking hunters to win. So, for you, the tower. So, since it's new season, there was a thing for a bounty sims right there, the strikes and stuff. Grandma, Destiny 2 Grandma icon was there. So, yeah. This is my first time going in, so I believe they updated with the 6.9 gig update for the new season. Oh, what? What do you mean, servers? Okay, I will be back. Hopefully, works.
If I could help you, it would be
In Iraq.
just
Oh. Okay. Fireworks.
Carlos.
Master Race, brother. Master Race, Titan Race, gang gang. Yeah.
What do you think of my new space? I'm still decorating.
Yeah. Fireworks, brother. Got the fellers. Boom. Look at it go. Look at it go.
Cade
All the
won't
fireworks,
shoot me.
brother.
He wouldn't want to see you this way. Strength in life.
Oh shit, I almost fucked that up. I'm invisible. No one sees me. Look at all the fireworks, brother. So many fireworks. Wait, I have the, what, crown or whatever? For what medal I'm at?
They are fighting for the same side.
Fireworks.
To see you. Did you get
Fireworks, gang gang. The winning team. The team that's gonna lose because they didn't have a chance. AKA Bungo said fuck you warlocks. And over here, as you see, here's the reg team. Known as Hunters. Fucking rig, get teabagged, dog shit. You fucking have it rigged to win. Can't be the master race of the Titans who got back-to-back wins. Fuck you, Hunters. Get bagged. Get bagged.
that they are fighting for the same side?
Yo, Grandma, you like this? Me teabagging the cunts who got rigged and still about to lose. Look at the master race, crouch knee, take a knee for the master race, Titans. Look at the fireworks, Titans, master race. Teabag the cunts who got rigged and still fucking low. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. So as the last clip, servers and stuff was pretty dog shit. So here we go. It's the next day. So we'll see if Master Race Titans win or rigged Hunters got the shit rigged and win. So yeah. So hopefully it's not like last night where it says error code chicken or whatever said servers was not working because the season 14 came out and end of bounty sims and yeah. So I have no idea what the result is on bounty sim. So here we do. after all this loading, let me pick the master race, known as your boy Titans. After it fully load, some GTA 5 loading, boys timing. Okay, so select my character. Here's my ship. Okay. Tower. So I believe in the other clip I said usually there was a strike playlist for the Guardian games, Destiny 2 Grandma in the podium or whatever was right there. So here we go for the deal. Launch into the tower. So yeah. Any day now, my dude. Oh, look at this so-called beautiful loading screen. Bungo, I wish you did shit with your ships and sparrows. What happened to sparrow racing? Huh? And also, can you do something with our ships? How about ship battles? I think ship battles would be fucking dope, brother. And also, bring back sparrow racing. Do something new with sparrow race. Something with your sparrows. Other than, well, travel and with your ship, just loading screens. Look at this nice loading screen. Silly guys try to hide it. It's a loading screen. You ain't fooling anyone. Hey, look, there's our home planet. Oh, what the fuck is around it? Oh, I see. I see the results of the fucking Guardian game, boys! Oh, shit. Well then, let me get this dog shit out my goddamn way. Okay, see? The results! Motherfucking Titans win, boy! Boy, back-to-back wins! The last year's, the trophy was right here. Master Race win. What's up, my dude? Blue Daddy.
3 guardians, an army.
Yo, Blue Daddy, you know, we are so fucking good. The game was fucking rigged, and we still fucking win. Hashtag Master Race. Boy. So back to the trophy. Winning. Kinda wish his cunt was not here. Look at it. Look at it. It's all beautiful. Back-to-back wins. Take the cheating hunters. You loser cunts. So, that's pretty much it for this video. Breather.
Everything depends on event.
Get shit on, hunters. Can't even win this fucking rig, brother. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, see you guys in the next video. Bye, have fun time.
So I'm lounging around with my crew just chillin'. I'm wearing black and white, but I ain't no villain. When all of a sudden I get this rumbling feeling. It's my stomach, it's telling me I need to be grilling some hamburgers, you know, that big fat and juicy, the ones that be having you licking your lips profusely. And when you take a bite, you no longer feel down, cause with that taste of perfection in your mouth, you can't frown. Life's so good when you're eating a burger, and so unhealthy, it's like artery murder. But you don't even care, cause it tastes so good. It's like
Hamburger, hamburger, hamburger.
yum.
Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper. Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper. Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper. Big Mac, Whopper. Big Mac, Whopper.